Today, The Update is honored to be interviewing Marcia Rigg. She began her action after her brother died whilst being detained by the Brixton police in 2008. She created and runs the Sean Rigg Justice and Change campaign. Marcia Rigg, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you first describe what the Sean Rigg Justice and Change campaign is about and what you're aiming to achieve with it?
Yeah. The Sean Rigg Justice and Change came about when my brother Sean died. This is him here, beautiful, handsome Sean. And we realised that we needed a mass campaign alongside the legal aspect of the case. Mm-hmm. And we were deciding on the name. So my sister and I were at home, and my mum was there. My mum was devastated. She was in her bed for months. And we were talking, and we said, what can we have for the name? And my mum said, she just shouted from her room, Justice and Change, she said. And we thought, Justice and Change. And that was it. That's how we got the name. Because we didn't just want justice for my brother. Mm-hmm. We also wanted change. The clue is in the name. And to change a systemic failure. So to make real effective change in the system on the issues of deaths in custody.
Do you feel that your brother and other victims of police violence will ever get the justice that they deserve?
No, they will never get full justice because they're never going to be alive again. But their deaths must not be in vain. Mm. And unfortunately, my brother died for a cause that affects the country, the world rather. Mm. And there was a time when Sean was actually in Geneva. I think he'd be really pleased that I'm here to talk about him, but to show the positive sides of Sean. He was an ordinary human being. He just wasn't a person that was labelled with mental health or was killed by the police. Mm-hmm. He was an artist. He wrote about his life. Mm-hmm. He sang about his life. And so it's also good to put a real human being behind the person that was killed by police.
So a 2015 report by the Office of National Statistics found that Black British adults are least likely to report confidence in their local police. So what do you think police should be doing to build better connections with Black communities?
That's a very good question. We do need to engage. They need to change their mindsets. And whatever's in their DNA, the perception that Black people are big, bad and dangerous. But they're not. We're not madder than anybody else, and we're not stronger than anybody else. We're human beings, and we should be seen no differently from everybody else. The world was made with different flowers and different types of food and different types of mountains and different types of people. Wouldn't the world be a boring place if everybody was white or everybody was Black? So I think communications to get to the reality of their heart might make them realise and change their outlook on people.
Some people may be surprised that there even is a Black Lives Matter movement in the UK. So how would you respond to these reactions?
Why shouldn't there be a Black Lives Matter in the UK? Black Lives Matter UK came about because a lot of the younger generation, including the younger generation like you, interviewing me or asking the question, is you were all aware of the deaths happening in the United States because of mobile phones, because of social media, which gave a platform to bring the reality of what's actually happening when somebody dies in custody. But people didn't realise there were deaths actually happening in the United Kingdom for decades. The death of Christopher Alder, the death of Osaleni Lewis, the death of David Olawale in 1969, the death of Brian Douglas, the death of Cynthia Jarrett, the death of Joy Gardner. There are so many that happened in the 70s and the 80s and 90s in the UK where there were uprisings. You may have heard of Mark Duggan because of the riots. But there were uprisings, we call them, as opposed to riots in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, which were because of deaths in police custody, the deaths of Black people. Mm-hmm. And so it was important to raise the awareness that there were actually Black deaths happening in the UK. But it's not just about Black deaths
It's about a human issue. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that other lives do not matter. It means that we seem to be at the bottom of the barrel, you know, in order to achieve justice, perhaps, or the disproportionality of our black lives. It's always been a struggle of our lives, of just simply because of the colour of our skin, for whatever reason. But UK Black Lives Matter came about to highlight the fact that there were deaths that were happening in the UK too.
Last week, a BBC Panorama investigation found that Mental Health Trust in England had their funding cut by £150 million in the last 4 years. As a mental health activist, what is your response to the decreasing funding of mental health care in the UK?
Mental health is not seen as an illness, unfortunately, as if you'd broken your arm or broken your leg, where you'll get immediate treatment. And mental health affects 1 in 4 people in the United Kingdom. Mental health affects everybody in the world. And so therefore it is an important issue. In fact, the royal family are raising awareness about mental health. People should just show care. That really doesn't cost much. It really doesn't actually cost anything. And it's unfortunate that because there's so many mental health issues because of unemployment, drugs-related issues, homelessness, these realities of life can bring on the effects of what they call mental health. It's quote, mental health, but it's really life. And just being able to manage your well-being. But the fact that police officers are part of the first point of call to call the police, because people are dying in hospitals, in mental health settings, which is a place of safety. But yet police officers are coming on hospital wings and mental health wings and restraining people that are vulnerable, that need medical attention, and that are not criminals, and restraining them to death is something of great concern to the human race.
Thank you, Marcia Rigg, for taking the time to do this interview today.
Thank you for having me, for listening.